Pisces anywhere in your chart. Now, Pisces, you could be just on a different timeline. You could be working different hours. Maybe you have a night shift now or a day shift. Something changed within your shift. And as you've seen in the picture right there with the shark and the cat, for a lot of my Pisces, there's something different within your energy. Yes, there's something different within your energy. So, they show usually the Pisces being the little Pisces, good morning, good night, however it may be. But Pisces, you're shifting, your energy shifting. You're not that little fish that's doing circles. It's like you're becoming a beast, you know? And it could have been somebody that could have been trying to hang on to your energy, that maybe they thought they could be piercing your thick skin, because a shark, it has thick skin, but I feel like you're clapping back, however it may be. So let's see. You know what? Hold on. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Que rola era. In my time, it's like 3 o'clock, so I'm barely, it's like an afternoon for me. Not your lady. You're not my lady. Good morning. You're not my lady. Well, look, these two NYC. What's up, baby? You waking up early over there. You're ready to grind. So these I had in my jeans, but I just got back to the crib, and there's two things that's going on. If you see that picture, it's 2:24 a.m. You waking up, feeling good, huh? Well, let me tell you what's going on. Some of you guys, your energy is shifting. It's like grind now and shine later. Now there's this energy for some of you guys. Like I said, you guys are the Pisces. You're the fish, the ones that are going around. Usually, you're chasing not your ass. You're chasing love. You're chasing somebody that is equally vibrational. Within you could say twin flame if you want. But for some of you guys, that's just you repeatedly going in a circle. But there's a difference now. You saw that cat that jumped on the back. It's a black cat. It's like your intuition is telling you when to jump into that beast mode. But quietly, because you're gonna grind now. It says if you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun. Look. So for some of you guys, I'm talking to my Pisces. They like to be, with their intuition, el gatito, man or woman, you have this intuition and you want to follow the lines, you want to follow the rules, but there's something about following the rules that is getting tired. You're getting tired of that. And you look into God and you're laughing and you're smiling because for some of you guys, you have this connection and God is going to give you this little ability to play because you came here as a child of God. So you're going to make some mistakes. Now, as long as you're not hurting people to an extent, and I'm saying hurting people like you don't intentionally hurt, you're all good. You know what I'm saying? But I see you guys with not following the rules, like, there's no fun in it. So you're going to look and I see some of you guys like, you're testing boundaries. How far can I get away with this? And it's bringing this energy within you, which you need. You need this energy. You need this ability, this adrenaline. To when it comes to love, especially when it comes to love, you want to be able to. How far can I get away? With being sexual with a certain person, your love. Like you want excitement, you want thrills. Like you saw the shark, you want somebody that's gonna bring that shark out of you. Pisces, that's what I'm getting. And with the shine later, like for some of you guys, you could have had somebody that was trying to suppress you, to keep you like, the cat is gonna keep the fish aquí scared, because it's a predator. But what about when you become the predator? When you become the one that stands out, like you step into this role where like you take your power back. And this card came out too. It says right here, reminder. It says 1 Peter 3:17. Now, Pisces, this could be your birthday, 317. That equals an 8. So for a lot of you guys, you could be life path number 8. And that's powerful. You need to know what that means, because you just need to know. I'm going to leave that as homework for you. And then 3 times number 8, bitch, you're like infinity, like what you put out, you shall receive. But for the sake of it, let's say 1 Peter 3:17, it says, as it's written, it is better to suffer for doing good than to suffer for doing wrong. So for a lot of you guys, even though people have suppressed you, have caused you, let's say they took an advantage of you, you still kept doing good. And with you, like right here where it says, you know, you're missing all the fun when you're abiding by the rules. Like, I don't know, you're gonna clap back, but you're gonna do it for the greater good. What does that mean? Like for some of you guys, you're gonna look at somebody that's bullying somebody else, and you might clap back. I don't know how that sounds. I don't promote violence, but I see like some fucking teeth flying. Like for some of you guys, this could be somebody that was talking so much shit, and out of the blue, without you wanting, your angel could grab your hand and you go like this, and the power of your angel might slap the shit out of somebody. Like I said, I'm not promoting, I'm just channeling right now. Hasta los pinches dientes, they're gonna fall off. And that's gonna be, somebody's warning not to fuck with you. You have a protection. And for a lot of you guys, it's due to somebody, just oppressing you, bullying you. And you're gonna be somebody that's gonna speak out. You're not gonna allow somebody to be doing somebody else wrong. For some of you guys, this is in the spirit realm. Like, you have some power, and it is what it is. It says, this is what God wants. You don't want to believe in me. Okay. As it is written in 1 Peter 4:12-13. Y'all need to go check that out. Like I said, some of these came out, and like I said, you're about to have fun. You're going to have fun, and you're going to be testing the waters. Whose rules? You're going to follow God's rules. And some people think that Jesus was, oh God, no, Jesus was gangster. Jesus was gangster, man. You need to read up on him. Yeah, that song from Tupac came out, Ghetto, with Icon. Go check that song. This is going to relate to you guys. It's a remix. Remix. Icon. It's featuring Biggie and Tupac. So let's see. Look, at the bottom of the deck, we got this. It says, the magic that you want is fucking real. What did I say, Pisces? The number 13, I got 13 people in here. 13 is Scorpio. This is your shadow self. The number 7 right there, that's number, you could be dealing with somebody from Cancer season, or somebody born on the 7th. Get those likes up, man. Let me see what else you have. Because it says right here, life is fucking magic. It is fated. I'm sorry, I can't read. We all have a voice. That's right. And for a lot of you guys, you had to keep your mouth shut. Like on my case, I had to keep quiet. And when I did that, I saw my inner circle turn on me in the nastiest way. Like, I got text messages. These motherfuckers would never talk to me like that. Not even in the text message. Right now, mira, están así que el pinche culo les huye. And I'm still a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Cheryl? Okay. Look at, you got the magic, okay? Now, it says right here, it is filled. It says life is fucking magic. It is filled with so much light that can drown out the crap that life throws at us. And if you believe in the goodness, you are one badass rock star. I was going to say Pisces, but it means, you can put it however you want. Pinchy Rockstar could be all the way across. Start believing in the power of your life today. But even more importantly, believe in your own fucking self. Look, life isn't screwing with you. So for some of you guys, you could have went through a period of time. You could have went through a period of time where you're like, fuck, everything is, pura mierda. Everything is crazy. 333, baby. There you go. You could be seeing 333. You might have that in your license number, your ID number. For some of us in our INE, we don't have papers, bitch, over here. We're trying to get married. You could have that in your license plate. You could be, I was gonna say you could be born on that day, but there isn't a 33. You could be life path 33. What was I gonna say? For some of you guys, like I said, in the last couple of years, you could have been, God had you on standby. I gotta give this shout out real quick to the illest realist. There's this message a long time ago that came out, and this, if you know Tupac, there's a song that says, "There you go. If you know, you know." And she fine to the illest. She's a terror reader. But look, and this song, if you guys listen to it and you know about it, it's almost like there's somebody in your life that there you go. Yes, you could have been trying to help this person. Oh, I mean, man, this person you could have been married to. This person you could have been involved for a very long time. And instead of them, well, let me rephrase it. Because we're not here to blame. They chose a certain path. But if you know that song, there you go, there you go. You might, you might resonate with it. But look, shovel that shit away. I don't know if you guys can hear the song. Um, Whatever you have in your life, God only puts the strongest soldiers, damn right. And Pisces, like I'm showing you in that picture, like you're seeing it. It's like you go from being this nice fish, and you could be coy, like a very loving, energetic, very intuitive. Depending where you have Pisces, you could have it in your moon, you could have it in Jupiter, you could have it anywhere. For some of you guys, if you have Venus and 12th house, some of you guys wonder why love is so hard. You need to really go within and do the work, because love is amazing. Like when you bond with somebody, you will be that person. And it's not that you're chasing love, it's both of you guys are giving equal take. That when the other person's on top, the other one is pushing them, and it's a circle, like you carrying each other. And some of you guys, you could be giving up on love. And I don't know why I said Pisces in the 12th house in Venus, because Venus is love. But go check that out. If you're dealing with love and you're like, the universe is telling you, shovel that shit. The past that you already dealt with in love, let it go. That person was a hoe, man or woman. Okay? And life isn't screwing with you. God has something amazing for you. And for the ones that overcome a lot of difficulty, guess what? There's a bigger blessing. If you believe that, put it in the comments. It says, stop handling shit that you do not need. This includes bad vibes and dipshit friends. Shovel away and give yourself peace of mind. You can do it. And for some of you guys, you've been holding on to people, family, friends. Some of you guys have family, like your inner circle, that rather put you in in a position where you could have been facing time. Some of you guys faced time. You did time. It says trying isn't fucking failing. So for some of you guys, yeah, try and get away from them. When it comes to friends, if they ain't elevating you, they're not pushing you forward. Look, I'm gonna go deep for some of you guys. If you were in the dope game, man or woman, because for some of my soldiers, some of you women, y'all are in this vibration where y'all were pushing weight, whatever scam you were doing, and then you had somebody come into your fucking circle, and you knew this person was not somebody that can grind with you, but somebody wanted to, oh, their family, whether it's in work, maybe you gave them, the recommendation to come into, to your business, or where you worked at, and all they did is shit it on you. What did you learn from that? Whether family or not, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna mess with them. So look at this. Go fucking large and celebrate everything. So some of you guys, yeah, going back to this one, you're gonna celebrate, and this is gonna be very important for you. But grinding now and shining later, it's gonna require you to do what? To test the boundaries when it comes to the rules. It says stop bashing your fucking heart. And it says, do you often feel fucking useless? Do you often feel useless, Pisces? Do you often feel useless? If you do, it's okay, admit it, because you're not with the right person. And let me give you a hint. That song that just came on, it is another Tupac. It says, can you get away? You see this little cat? You're like, yes, Infinite, but I'm married. But are you married to the right person? Yes, be careful who you give that heart away. And you know what? Pisces, a lot of you guys, you have this heart, un pinche corazón. I find that's body too for my females, like, Lord. But the heart that radiates within your body, like if you had somebody that was a shit, una mierda, somebody that didn't know how to really uh, nourish, take care of that heart that you had, it's okay. It's part of your journey to let go and not to harden your heart. And look, can you get away? For some of you guys, you have somebody that wants you, and you could be with somebody that is not really wanting to compromise. Maybe you're trying and you're trying and you're trying to keep this person, like you're hanging on to this person because it's traditional. Oh, you know what? I'm married to him. I have 2 kids. For some of you guys, you have 6 kids, and that was him trying to entrap you. And for a lot of you guys, los niños no tienen la culpa. The kids don't. It's not their fault. You love them. You're always gonna love them. But that person's not right for you, and you give in. And he could have been getting you pregnant on purpose. It's like every time you got pregnant, it was, it was like, here you are trying to maintain yourself healthy and everything, and the fucker's running around. Or it could be vice versa. I don't think a man could get pregnant, but for some of you guys, not all of you guys, maybe you got your lick back. The motherfucker fell on hard times, and maybe he got sick, and there you go partying your ass off. And that could have been, where you tested your limits. Not for all of you guys, but you learned quick that it wasn't worth it. Because I'm telling you, for some of you guys, you could be life path number 8. And what does that mean? That when you do bad things, that shit comes back to you harder. And when you do good things come back. But let's get back to this love. For some of you guys, you have somebody that you want, that you yearning, that, like, I'm hearing Pisces rising. Some of you guys could be Pisces rising. Yeah, Pisces rising. And this person you're yearning from, and you might be waking up or looking and at your person next to you, 22, look at that, 22, master 22, life path 22. You could be 22, born on the 22nd, but look at this. Stop messing and bashing your heart. If you love somebody, you could be apart from somebody and you wanting to reach out, but then you have people like, no, don't you reach out. Wait into 13 days. Fuck 13 days. In 13 days, that other person could find somebody else. Don't be listening to nobody else but God, the Most High. So some of you guys, you're gonna find somebody, and you're like, how Infinite? I'm traditional. We don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, karma never rests, for real. I'm traditional. I can't. I have 2 kids. But you don't think somebody else, God will put somebody else in there? For some of you guys, like for my men, you're like, fuck, they divorced me, they left me with nothing, Infinite. And then to top it all off, estoy feo, gordo, flaco, however. And you're beating your fucking ass. Like, no, God. First of all, like me, I'm ugly, but the magnetic attraction that you put out, like God has a lot of people for us, but we have to be willing to open up. Like, I'm serious. There's no ugly people on this earth. Like, people will judge people. Oh, ese está feo. I consider myself ugly, pero in reality, I radiate love. And it's the way you talk to somebody. Like, for reals. Look, just in case you've forgotten. Like, I'll be telling bitches, like, bitch, just in case you forgot it. ¿Te acuerdas cuando te lo metí, 2 or 3 years ago? And they're like, oh, yes. Not all of you guys are like that. I'm channeling, guys. Just if you've forgotten, do you know how badass you are? Like, you're a unicorn, Pisces. Pisces. Before you were 21, bitch, you were already in the club. So look, a lot of you guys, it says right here, it says, text yourself how amazing you are. Do you make a daily note of all the shit that you feel you are doing wrong? Do you do that? Do you kind of sit back and say, man, I'm doing this wrong, I'm doing that wrong? If you do, that's good awareness. I love you too. That's good awareness. That's you really looking at what you want to change. What you want to change. It says, now stop throwing pity parties, but also be kind to yourself. If you aren't 100% your own fucking cheerleader, no one else will take on that role. So be gentle and yourself. Like, guys, Pisces, when was the last time that you actually did shit for yourself? Like, I could go into the bar, into the club, and I fucking tear it up. And I meet people in there. And a lot of you guys, you're sitting back and you're wondering, well, I don't know if I could do that. Look, once you once you do this, like, you gotta break a little bit of the rules. Let's see, what does Pisces need to do? Mira, Pisces, openness. What do we got? I learned to live like sea every day. That's right. Look, openness. And look, authenticity. I didn't know what this was. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Before I started my mission, my spiritual awakening. Oh, the puppy's inside. Hold on. Gente, come on. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. All right, guys. Hopefully I don't get a strike with them. Vente. Vente, they want to see you over here. Vente. Right here. Vente. Get up here. He's getting old, guys. He's getting old. The other day, he took off for like 3 days. And one, I was pissed because I was like, get your ass in here. And he was looking at me. He's like, no, bitch, I want to be a hoe tonight. And like, vente para adentro. Didn't want him to be out there. Look. And he was like, bitch, I'm trying to go out and get some, you know what? Y es puro ranchos. There's ranches around here. Come on, get over here. Vente. And the fucker took off for 3 days. And he ran, like fucking took off. And it was late at night. And I said, chinga tu madre. That means fuck you. The fucker didn't come back. On the third day, I was like, God, please bring him back. Because I was missing him. He comes back all scraped up. And who knows? There was a guy that was banging on the door. And I don't know. He might have got somebody pregnant. And that could be something that could have happened with you guys. I know he might have got deported. I'm more worried about me getting deported. Anyways, look, let's go back to this. Because look, ahí está, Ira. Hey. Anyways, let's get back to this. So look, openness. This is you. And I feel like with the blue right there, it's almost like letting go of all the coldness. Maybe you harden your heart and you're like, for some of you guys, you might be throwing all kinds of negative energy and taking all that coldness out and pulling in love. It says true receiving happens when you release resistance and allow possibilities to unfold. Let go of rigid expectations today. Embrace whatever comes your way with an open heart. And whoever did this shit, bitch, fuck them. It's not easy. It's easier said than done. Oh, yeah, let me release it. And, you know, whoever created the spirituality, because I'm barely learning, but they're like, oh, yeah, release it. Bitch, do you know everything they did to me? Like, they should put it in Spanish right there. Puto, do you know everything? But it's true. We got to release it. You know, this could be a guy. This could be like me. I had a hard time, and I have to release and let go. And then this authentic self. How many of you guys knew about this? Like, for some of us, you know, we were raised up, and, you know, if we only knew how to sell dope, we only knew how to sell dope for a while. For some of us, you know, we were hijacking cars and all kinds of shit. And that was the thrill. That was the energy. For my ladies, I don't know. For some of you guys, y'all were acting crazy, doing crazy shit, you know, sneaking around with guys like us in our age back in the days. And for some of you guys, even at an older age, the thrill, the energetic, the adrenaline, you know, have a motherfucker, you know, roll around, pull up, hit you with the horn, you know, on the Benz, beep, beep. And bitch, you're coming out the window and it's still a thrill. To this day, I don't care if you're 40, 60 years old. That's not for all of you guys. That's just for some of you guys. But that could have been in the old, you know, back in the days. And you know what's crazy? You start to see the repeating pattern. Like your kids start to do that shit. And then you're getting pissed off. Mija, mijo, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. It's a repeating pattern. You got to break it. Look, reflection. And don't lie. For some of us, like, you know, when my old man was alive, you know, what could he tell us? I remember, cabrón, when you were out here in las cantinas and all that. And he goes, oh, yeah, he still was doing that shit. Yeah, it's a karmic number, but it brings abundance. You just got to know how to work it. Look, reflection. What does it say? I'll sub anyways, even though that's the worst number. You just got to know how to work it, brother or sister. Look at this. Reflection. This is you looking at yourself. For reals, look. This is you looking at yourself, and no matter how anybody sees you, Pisces or Crosswatcher, Yeah, yeah. Look, this is you looking into the mirror and you seeing yourself as the most incredible, amazing person, man or woman, knowing that you are beautiful, you are amazing, you're fucking incredible. And look at all the magic that starts to happen. Instead of saying Candyman, Candyman, that kind of bullshit, no, say, turn and dim the lights down. This is something I learned recently, and I'm telling you, it worked. This person was talking about this guy that was drunk, and they were at the pinche cantina. This is a Mexican dude, or maybe Cuban. And he's like, man, the fucker was drunker than a motherfucker. He goes, I thought he was an alien. At first, he thought he was like an alien, un pinche, some other person. He was drunker than a motherfucker. And he said he was, taking a shit, but he heard this guy and he's slapping water on his face and he was shit faced. And he's, in the restroom, it was dim and he's like, I'm fucking sober, I'm fucking strong, I'm fucking, and the fucker walked out, strong and everything because he wanted to see who the fucker was. And that was the guy that was shit faced. Now, for a lot of you guys, if you know or you've been in the cantinas, it's like a Mexican, like a whorehouse, but not all the time. And they were interviewing this guy, and they're like, "Are you sure that that's what he said?" He was looking in the mirror. Yes, he was shit faced. And then when it was time for him to leave the cantina, he could walk straight and everything. And man, I was like, this motherfucker had to do a fucking bump. And sure enough, he asked the question. Yeah, he might have done a bump, and he looked incredible, but he believed in himself, and that's what got him to walk out straight. He was fucked in shit face. Una de la pinche buena, and he was walking out. But getting back on this spiritual journey, look into the mirror. Look, what do you see in this? This is magic. You create your own reality. For the guy that took a bump, I don't blame him. For him to get home safe. What else? Some of you guys, you have a high tolerance, man or woman. This could have been you in the past. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. Okay, so we have emotional suppression may be dimming your light. Reignite your passion. What am I doing right now? I don't know why I'm telling you guys and I'm sharing this stuff, but it's real stuff. Like, let's be real. This shit happens. I can't sugarcoat it. Oh, yeah, all love and light. No. A lot of us, we experience that kind of shit. We couldn't get out. Un pinche bumpy. Vámonos. You're fucking moving. Fuck. You're driving even like the laws are behind you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're more alert. Now, for the ones, some of us have some cousins. No mames. They overdo it. They're fucking in the windows, going from one window to the other. Fuck, esos ways. I made it to another life. Yeah. So look, you having your heart upside down. No, we came here to live and enjoy life, and it's to your terms. That's why it says, look right here. It is better to suffer for doing good than to suffer for doing wrong. So if you're doing good to yourself in your eyes with God, you don't got to worry about what anybody thinks. And look, grind now, shine later. Shine later. What does that mean? Turn this heart over. Do the hard work. Do the inner work. Nobody should be able to tell you, "Oh, you're this, you're that," or you can't you can't achieve this and that. No, the creation. Look, I don't know. For some of you Pisces, I feel like this message or this journey that you're on, because there's a bunch of readers on here, badass readers. They're good. You're gonna find something, and you're gonna find on this road of life. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna say, for once, because we started out with the coffee and all this bullshit about you really holding on to what other people think. They think about you, and you're gonna realize that on this journey. And my favorite saying is, "I love my spiritual journey." I love all the hardships that I had to, endure to overcome. And once I understood them, like, I don't take shit personal no more. I laugh about it. I started this path right here. It started, this light just came on, and you see two lights, right? Look at this. You see two lights. Sorry, I can't read the messages because they disappeared, but look at this. On this path, you're gonna realize, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, fuck, what, why am I holding my heart in this position? Why am I mad at the person that broke my heart? Why? Why should I give them that much power? He or she. If you're a man, the same thing. Why? You could be a man and you could be so pissed off at a woman. And she could have, tried to jump. She probably jumped the fence. Okay, let's keep it real. To see if the grass was greener. Did you hear what I said? To see, like, purposely. I think the grass is greener over there. And then she went and fucked around. This is for my fellas, or maybe my ladies too, if you relate. And guess what? She jumped the fence only to find out that motherfucker couldn't last like you. And for some of you guys, the motherfucker did last longer than you, because you got to balance it out. But that's okay, because it was maybe one time or two, and you have the power, and it was maybe not meant for you. And you're still holding on to, oh, me dejó por Juanito, me dejó por Lupita, and, they left me for those people, And you're holding on to that, not realizing that God has somebody better on this journey. And if they did you wrong, because remember, it says right here, this is going to be your theme. It is better to suffer for doing good. Let them go. Remember that there's a video that says, let them, if they want to suck dick, let them, if they want to, go ahead, cheat on you, let them. God has somebody better for you. And I'm channeling, I don't know why I'm saying these things, but on this journey, you're going to realize that you are in control of your love. Look, and you're gonna close your eyes, and you're gonna let go of what no longer resonates, and you're gonna create, because right here you have the keys. You have the keys to your life, Pisces, or anybody listening to me, cross watcher. You have the keys in your hands and all these ideas that God is gonna give you on this path, but you gotta be willing to trust. And look at this card, how beautifully it's falling into place. You're gonna awaken, and you're gonna walk through this door. You are stepping into a higher awareness. A deeper spiritual awakening is unfolding. Spend time in reflection or meditation to tune into your inner wisdom and new insights. And some of you guys, you have addictions. Pisces moon, yes, your intuition is banging. You're the cat on top of the shark. You're controlling how you swim, and you controlling, instead of being a shark to everybody, you're showing love. You're saying to people, like, you know what, I understand that you might have had to break my heart for me to go on this new path. And you're going to be thankful for that person. Because look, before, because you were holding on to why they did you wrong, you couldn't jump into the unknown. For the Pisces moon, you're going to realize, for all my Pisces moons, that's what they're saying. This lightning bolt is going to go like this, and realization is going to happen, and you're going to say, aha. You're going to say like this. For some of you guys, this is a new partner that's going to give you the orgasms that you've always wanted. Let me give you my address. No, man or woman. And it takes 50 seconds out of the entire day to simply focus on your breathing. Exactly. Yes, you're with me on that one. And if you get your partner to breathe, he can last longer too. Both of you guys can get that Kundalini awakening. Look, for the one that was saying the number 8, look, eternity. Because look, right here, you just got to trust. And your light is so bright that people got to wear glasses. Some of you guys, you wear glasses because, bitch, you can see right through them, and you want to say, like, I don't want to know that you're that much, of a dipshit, but you're gonna trust your intuition. You're gonna trust your journey, and you're gonna bring light. That you're gonna look at experiences that don't go your way. Because look, this is upside down. But you're gonna look at experiences from now on. For the ones that are listening to me, you don't know the blessings that you're about to get, because you're gonna go on this journey, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna be simply in your mind. You're gonna say, "I love my spiritual journey. I love my spiritual journey. I trust my spiritual journey." And guess what? You're gonna start to reach higher limits, because nothing, if things, obstacles start to come into your life, instead of you sitting there wishing that, oh, I should have took this leap of faith. No, if you didn't take that leap of faith with that person, with that job, that career, that new home, that new business, or it failed, whatever, you're going to look at it with a different light, and you're going to be happy. You're going to have this realization, and you're going to be willing to open up a new door, and you're going to create the fucking light. You're going to create the light. Why? Because you hold it. You've always held it in your hand. Yes, my voice is coming. And look, remember, this was upside down. Now I'm picking it up, and it's like this. And it all starts with your heart, with your love. Put love into everything you do. Put love into cooking, and see how good it does, not only for you, but for who you feed. Their attitudes change. Walk into a room with love, and put on your favorite music and dance. Start to dance. You, man or woman, just put the music on. You're going to see people shy away, and pick one person to dance, and see how you change the room. Why? Because you carry this light. Look, everywhere you go. And guess what? You are a pioneer. Like I'm telling you, you could turn that shark into being bad within your circle, or you could turn it into being a pioneer, into doing good. How? By keeping still, by not looking at the shark as being some negativity. Now, if somebody's gonna come and fuck with you, the jaws is gonna come out, because you're protecting. This is what this means. Peter 1:3-17. Look, because if you're going to protect people, God is like, all right, protect them, and God will give you more power, more light. So look, mhm, you're going to be walking, and you're going to be going through this place, and even in the darkness, bitch, you're going to be wherever the devil was trying to hide in here. You're going to illuminate them, and you might even tell the devil, ¿Cómo estás? Look, fulfillment. That's what I see you falling into. Fulfillment and wisdom. What did you learn with all this hardships that you were holding on to? And some of you guys might still be looking at me like, Infinite is full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's smoking on some pinchy Reggie or OG Kush maybe, but either way, go within, connect with God, the universe. Hit the like button, share, subscribe it. Look, boldness. I don't think this I don't think they see this coming, or you don't see this energy coming. You don't see this boldness. This is you fighting all the negativity, all the rumors people try to. You don't even got to fight. You just got to hold your truth. You don't even have to speak. You just hold your truth, because you are the truth. When you stepping into a room, you're the life of the party. Look, for some of you guys, you could have, sisters. Some of you have, I just stopped right there. Some of you guys have, it could be sisters that passed over. For some of you guys, you have grandparents, a grandma that was Pisces that has passed over. And they come from, I don't know about you guys, but on mine, they come from fucking giants, which I have proof. But for some of you guys, there's boldness that you're having, that you're going to step in. It says, Great achievements come from daring to take action. Step into your power fearfully or fearless. Make a bold move today. Take the leap you've been hesitating on. Wow, for some of you guys, this could be even you reaching out to a person. Maybe you haven't reached out, and it brought into my mind. I reached out to this fine ass bitch. I mean, woman, and I haven't seen her in a while. And our lives kind of went different ways. I had to follow my path. And this is where I'm at. Like, if this person comes into my life, bueno, y si no, a la chingada. I know that I'm gonna find somebody else. And while I've been on this journey, I've been in this synchronicity, but nobody has seen it. Nobody. I took my spiritual journey, like with everybody. I was left tirado, like I have a Pisces sister. That bitch even turned me into, with the laws and everything. People are like, what? But I still love her. She's my sister. There's entities, we're fighting. And this bitch, even betrayed me. She took sides with the next, but I still had to forgive. Why? Because if I want to be forgiven, bitch, I gotta forgive. Doesn't mean that I gotta have them around me. But I took this journey seriously. And let me tell you just a little glimpse. Even though they took what wasn't rightfully theirs and they have tried to suppress me, God has given me this journey, this spiritual journey, where I've been in this, like in heaven, bitch. Like I've been on this journey where everything God provides. And it might not be, the riches that the world sees, but to me, it means the world. Why? Because I kept faith and I had the courage. I have the courage to fucking clap back. Nasty. But I love them. They're my family. And God sees that. So I gave that, I turned them over to God. They turned me over to the three-letter motherfuckers. Yo, ira, with compassion and love. And God always, because Jesus was my attorney, free. Why? Because God gives us the opportunity to change. And let me tell you, a lot of people will say, how could God come and reach out to you? Bitch, Jesus picked motherfuckers they weren't perfect. Excuse my language. But Jesus picked, who was Paul. So for a lot of you guys, you have a past, and so do they. But they want to act perfect. But nobody's perfect. The only person that walked on this earth that was perfect was Jesus. ¿Sí me entiendes? You have this faith, look, and the courage to keep moving forward. I'm not saying that you're not going to defend yourself, but you do have compassion. And for the ones that have been stuck in this, not being able to take this leap of faith, turn it over. Look, and allow yourself to be loved. Dude, God loves all of us, and we all serve a purpose on this earth. We all serve a purpose. Allowance. When you let go of resistance, abundance flows freely into your life. Release the need to control, release the need for control. Trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. If you needed to hear this, put in the comments. I claim this energy and let go of what no longer ya lo que se fue. Allow it to go. Otherwise, it's gonna stop this flow. And let me tell you real quick. This creation, I started to work on different avenues of incomes, totally different of what I used to do, at a different rate. Meaning, I put God first. And so a lot of you guys, you're gonna be on that energy time frame when you allow God and you just get on your journey and allow yourself, or maybe this is God illuminating your path. But look at all the flowers that you create in the darkness. So what you plant on your spiritual journey, guys, meaning if you're going through hard times right now, whatever you plant, like still give love, help others. Don't allow anybody to dim this light, because in the future, when you reap, when you get ready to reap, everything, everywhere you gave love, even though you could have been that person to give tit for tat or to be revengeful. You look, you allowed love, and now you're gonna be receiving everywhere you gave love, wherever you illuminated. You could be the light to people's darkness, and people could be looking at you, and they could be saying, Pisces, they could be telling you, Pisces, what do you know about my fucking journey? Bitch, I know that if you look at it in a different perspective, there's flowers in the darkness. You produce flowers. You produce light, abundance. Look it in the dark, how colorful it is. I don't know who needed to hear that. But look, there's another door that you're opening. I don't know. There's somebody very powerful, and you're about to receive everything. Everything. You know? Let me read this last one that says receiving. To manifest, you must be open to receiving as much as you give. Practice saying yes to support, love, and opportunities without hesitation. Now, I have to take this advice because for even myself, I have a hard time asking for help. Or people, hey, can I help you with this? And I'm like, no, I shy away. Why? Because I had already been burned, and I was burned in the craziest ways. And I used to say hateful ways. I say craziest ways now because I understand why they did it. It pushed me closer to God. Because I wasn't able to. The enemy's going to work in this way. If you get hurt by somebody, especially somebody you love, instead of being in this energy, it puts you like this, and it keeps you trapped to you receiving your blessings. And it keeps you, instead of being empowered, you're like this. So that's how the enemy works. So block out the negativity and just be open to receive this. I see it like a satellite. Like people are going to be tuning in. Some of you guys, look, this infinity sign is very important. You may be clinging on to the past, accept change and allow fresh energy to enter. And guys, if you really you don't have to be a life path number 8, but if you're in this energy, even though people did you wrong, go back to reading this, and you're gonna see that little by little your reflection changes, because you could be looking at yourself, but man, they said I was the most notorious gangster bitch or man, and ugly and not handsome. And then you start to really throw that beautiful stuff like, bitch, I am handsome. I am attracted. I am sexy. I am abundant. I do attract love. I am loving. And guess what? You start to receive it. The right people. Why? Because you're going to create your own reality. It's right here in your hands. And this is like a repeat. So, guys, that's what I have for you. And this is the last the last card again, the boldness. Some of you guys step into that role. Okay? So, guys, hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you. I just tattooed the infinity and keep moving forward. Yes, baby. There you go, Kristen. Keep moving forward. You're going to be bold. You don't even understand. Look, you're about to walk into doors that you're going to be the light. Before you even walk in, they're going to be blinded. All right, guys. Scattered effort may be wasting energy. Redefine your focus and act with clarity. So I see you guys turning this over, and you're going to hit the bullseye. You're going to hit the bullseye. And look, you're going to trust. You're going to put on some, I'm telling you, guys, I see the money tree, and I see a lot of prosperity. I see the empowerment. You walking with resilience. It's like you bouncing back. And this is the last message. We started off with this. You see how I had it right here? Like throughout the day, I had to do some errands, and I folded it and I put it in my pocket. And it's almost like this is a message coming up. Like you might think God forgot about you, but God hasn't. God hasn't. So grind now, like, and shine later. You're gonna have the opportunity to shine later. Your breakthrough is coming through. So some of you guys, you could be letting go of bad habits. Like all of us have bad habits, addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addiction. Take it step by step. Do it at your pace. Okay. So guys, thank you for spending time with me. Damn, 55 minutes, 56. Thank you for this hour that you guys spent. I send you love, you know, abundance in all areas of your life, and that you have the strength to keep pushing forward. All right. Thank you guys. I think I'm gonna do Scorpion a little bit. I gotta. This is my addiction, but little by little, um, might do Scorpios in a little bit. All right, guys. Have a good Friday, and keep shining.